This is a Leslie 145 cabinet via the internet from the very popular auction site that we all know and love. It was extremely cheap and it was in a terrible state. But the good thing was it was complete with a treble driver, the bass speaker and the bass rotor with some very rusty bearings. So I got it home and had a good look at it and then took it down to my friend Ben Hardcastle at Castle Cases and asked him if he could do anything with it. And this is how it came out. This is a radical improvement on how the cabinet was originally. It had been painted white and then black. It was very badly marked, the top and bottom parts were badly damaged. But now it's just what I need, a Leslie 145 that is in excellent mechanical condition, as I put all the reconditioned parts inside the cabinet. I intend to use this 145 for doing some gigs with a Hammond XK3 organ, and it should sound pretty good. As you can see, it's far from finished. The bass speaker's not even screwed in yet, but I couldn't wait to put some sounds into it and have a listen. The input at the moment is my usual Hammond C3. I'm not using a Leslie amplifier, I use a Marshall amplifier. By not having an amplifier built into the Leslie, it's better because the Leslie is not as heavy to transport. If you have a listen to me doodling about in the background, you will hear clearly the Leslie distortion curve. And it's mainly down to this device in the Leslie. This is the passive crossover. It's an old one with the large multiple capacitor and 2 coils. It distorts beautifully. It's not too smart to put too much power into it, otherwise it will take the treble driver out. There doesn't seem to be a way of getting a sound quite like this using any other means. With the more modern Leslie cabinets, the crossover is before the amplifiers. It's much cleaner, it allows you to get more power. But because this crossover is a passive device, when you hit it very hard it saturates, and this contributes towards the distortion. When using a Leslie 145, particularly a Leslie 145 or a 147 or a 122 on its own, you have to work within the limits of the volume that you have. If you want a heavy-duty rock sound like some of the sounds I'm playing here, then it's great. Just mic it up and off you go. When I used to be a professional organ player, I used to use 4 145s. A bit extravagant perhaps, but it gave me a really big sound. It was clean when I needed it to be, and I could floor the pedal if I wanted it all to overdrive.